Welcome back, and yes, we are still continuing for the first part of the show. Now, foreign investment-related transactions on the exchange fell to 14.6% of the total 1.66 trillion naira recorded in the first half of the year. This represents the lowest foreign investor participation on the exchange in the last 15 years. The total value of domestic transactions executed by domestic investors in the half year 2022 was 1.419 trillion naira against 243 billion naira, which was the total transactions carried out by foreign investors during the period under review. I'd like to start with you. Let's start with, I think it was the last person that spoke earlier. Now, should we be worried about this, or it doesn't matter?
We should not be worried. This has always been our advocacy, that the average Nigerian should take this our market and participate. Yes, it's when we are participating in the market, we are doing our best, that will attract foreign investors. In the past, we used to see that it was foreign investors were dominating the market. So when there are little issues, they just move, and of course, you see the market having problems. Like we used to joke that they are just portfolio investors. Any little crisis, they just carry their portfolio and they are off. But the government has also tried in encouraging them to come by, creating this window for them, certificate of capital importation, making it easy for them to get their cash in terms of when the company pays them dividend. But the increment we are seeing now for local investors is all the work the regulators have been doing, the operators, and of course people like Ambrose, educating the masses, people getting to understand the market, and everybody participating. And we are seeing more and more people. You can say the percentage of domestic investors to foreign investors. We did over 1 trillion. And look at what domestic investors are doing, less than 500 billion. So that goes to show that the average Nigerian investor has come to terms that yes, these are market, and we must do everything it takes to continue to make sure that the market benefits everybody. You cannot allow your economy to be dominated by foreigners. Agreed, we will attract them to come. Areas where we need support, we will get, but we must be in the forefront.
All right, now away from what he has said, some analysts are saying that, well, Nigerian investors are probably just taking advantage of the low price stocks.
Actually, it's good that we take advantage of the low price stock for if we are designed enough to know that this is the right time to buy. But the good thing is that our market now is being played by local institutional investors that are professionals and they understand the market. And being that they have the fund, these are long-term investors, the PFEs, they are collecting money from contributors for their pension. The companies are paying, then they have no bulk of money to pay. They are the ones even buying government bonds to cook and all those stuff because the fund is available. These are either they can put, but they see that there's opportunity in the market. Like my colleague just said here, before now, we are over-dependent on foreign investors. I tell you that if we're having direct foreign investors that are coming to invest in Nigeria and stay 5 years, 10 years, good one, that is foreign. But when we are portfolio investors, you come to push our market up for us. When it's raising noise, you pull it down. We cannot plan with our market. Then our market is not stable to plan. And in the investment, say capital market is for long-term investment. And those that want to plan their life with their capital market and also be investing, with market going up and down, they will discourage because they know the market is not stable. But you can see that the post COVID-19 can see stability in our market for the past 3 years now, looking up, and it's as a result of not just for investors, because companies on the exchange have performed market expectation. That is why their payout has also improved in that direction. That is what's supporting the market as we speak now. That is why, as we are seeing the Q2 numbers now, I will tell you many analysts and investors in the market are smiling. That's why the market is pulling back, because they have seen that companies have shown capacity of paying another better dividend at the end of the day because numbers are good at this Q2. And I'm looking forward to see Q3. They will know a position where they should be. For me, our market has come to stay, but also we need to do more. That is why, as I just said, regulators have not done much because it is purely these institutional investors that are dominating the market now. They control the market. We need more retail investors to participate so that also finally give foreign investors like 10% or even 8% of the market, so that this market will become for people to plan their life. Because if I encourage people to come to the market that goes up tomorrow and come down tomorrow, they will be discouraged. But when they say they can plan, they are saving, they are investing, as they are saying they are investing, and they are seeing the impact of their investment in their life. Things are changing, and also have good foreign policy, good economic policy by the government. For that, for me, it's a good one for the market and the economy, but let's attract them more. That means more education will come from the regulators. Let them collaborate with other in the market, the operators, individual, independent, operators also that are into investment education. Let them do this and that. Before we know, we'll see more, because I believe that we are crying that there is no employment in Nigeria. I'll tell you as to speak now, there are some countries in this world, if not that cryptocurrency is just a bit shaking, because, but I believe that after Fed decision, you can see that I jump almost above $23,000. But for me, if we can do that in Nigeria, let's see how we can play our market to empower the youth with little money. Because all of them are on phone. Now that you can trade stuff from anywhere in the world with your phone, you can trade stuff. If we give them education and they are participating, farmers are participating, we'll see more people in our market. That will be good for our market.
I think that's quite interesting. And some of the persons are also saying it's because of the attractive dividend yield. I mean, that shouldn't be a problem.
That is good.
The numbers are good. So what do you expect?
That's of investing. Now, if the investors are good, that means that's what I'm saying. Now, if we are seeing the dividend of democracy, all of us will be saying that yes, if you are seeing dividend for investing, also it's good.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, very quickly, Lagos Commodities and Futures Exchange, it's began operation and it's going to leverage $1 trillion commodity ecosystem. Let's talk about that. What do you think about this?
Yes, that's one area where we really need to make Nigerians understand, especially the rural farmers and of course other participants that make up that ecosystem. The commodity exchange being floated by the Association of Securities Dealers, that's what we call ASHON, the umbrella, the trade group for stockbrokers, coming up with the Lagos Commodity and Future Exchange is a very good development, and we'll be trading commodities, gold, cocoa, oil and gas, even currency. Now, what that implies is there will be price discovery. Some of these commodities will discover their true worth. The farmers, too, will also benefit. Those who are providing warehouse services will also benefit. Most importantly, because it's an exchange, then quality control will be there. So if you are exporting our agricultural product, the quality will meet international standard. So the commodity exchange taking off in Nigeria today now will ensure that our agricultural product, of course those that are being traded on that exchange, the quality will be of international standard, and that will encourage more of non-oil exports. Then it's a future exchange. You can also agree on a price today that you will supply in future. That's the future exchange. So whatever the price goes up or come down, you have locked in the price. Present, then you supply. So the up and down movement of commodity prices will not actually affect that agreement, because you have agreed on the price that you are supplying. So I think it's a very good development. What needs to be done now is the regulator, that is the Securities and Exchange Commission, partner with the CIS, partner with ASHON, partner with other bodies in the capital market to ensure that we have quality trading. I know CIS, my institute, we have done quite a lot in terms of training our young brokers to be involved and understand what it takes to trade in the commodities market. I think it's a very good development, and I must give kudos to the ASHON for coming out with that project. It shows that the stockbroking community, they are thinking, because they don't only just buy and sell shares. Yes, that's what people think when you talk of exchange. But now we are seeing that we can trade our own agricultural commodity. And like I said, it will create employment for so many people. People who are going to store the products and the quality of the warehouse. You will employ people, train them on quality. Quality control will be improved, and you see that, yes, Nigerian economy will be a path to recovery.
All right, just before I take his thought, I think it's important we let our audience understand what this is about. Now, the Lagos Commodities and Futures Exchange, that's LCFE, officially went live yesterday, Thursday. LCFE began trading on commodities as it targets to leverage the potential of the commodity ecosystem, worth about $1 trillion. The Commodities and Futures Exchange is to trade on 4 asset classes, such as crude oil, solid minerals, currency, and agriculture. The Lagos Commodities and Futures Exchange was inaugurated for real-time trading with a high-profile launch of Eco Gold coins valued at £100 million in tranches, commencing the much-awaited electronic trading of commodities receipt in Nigeria. Well, that's the story. I'd like to have your thought, Bruce, just in less than a minute so we can talk about other things.
For me, it's a welcome development, like my colleague just said here, but I believe that in Nigeria, there's one thing I see we are doing that we need also to check.
Okay.
You know, our regulators are continually rolling out new products for Nigerian investors. Suku, Sukek, every name coming out to one Islamic product or the other. But the faith to understand that not pushing product to the market that matters. The product you are pushing, the people understand this product, how they can use it effectively. Yes, it's kudos to Ashon, as he just said, for bringing the commodity exchange on board. Good. But I believe SEC and the Ashon and the CIS should do more, because it's not for the elite. Why capital market is still struggling today is that it's more of elite market, especially the equity market, even the bond market. It's just few people are playing it. Take education to the street. Let people understand what commodity market is all about. You have seen the kind of product, crude oil, all those currency and all those stuff. Let them understand it. It's for them that are CIS. They might have it upstairs there because they are professionals. But it's not them they were investing. The people want to invest. That is the market for people to come and make money, to create wealth. They must understand how to create wealth with that platform. That means you need to take education to their doorstep. Let them understand how to play this market and play it effectively and grow their wealth and also become ready and become a prosperous nation. That is what we are looking for in Nigeria. This time, but we need to do more of education. We are fond of producing product. Why people are not understand how the sector are fond of approving all this product in the market. What have they done to give education? With the technology, you can give education from where you are, but it's only for people that use technology. What of the mass market that are not on the technology, that are online or not on Zoom? How do you reach them? Is it to come to Nigeria Stock Exchange and to come to Abuja SEC office? You must have a decentralized system of education to put these people unknown what is happening, so that they first are there in the outside the informal sector. If
I come in, I think Ashon has a lot of plans in place, which is they've already started.
Okay.
And if you can see, even the curriculum of CIS has been expanded to take advantage of these commodities. As far back as some years ago, we started training our young brokers, as a course, commodity trading, valuing commodities. So they have that, like you said, they have that basic theoretical knowledge. But now is the time to practicalize it, and they have been trained on that. So it's now left for them now to begin to talk to their clients, take the education to those who are going to benefit, especially the farmers. Like I mentioned, the farmers are going to benefit. Those who are going to provide the warehouse, they also will be educated on what are the things, the standard, and what to do. So all that training is taking place and is going on. And I assure you, maybe just take a visit to the commodity exchange, and you see what has been put in place.
Just to add to what you just said now,
it's good.
Okay.
There's always a difference between trading a professional, like you just say, you have a curriculum to trade brokers on that. The way a broker will be trained is not the way the cameraman will be trained. They have different models of training.
That's
and for that, they understand, because they are only to make money with that product. You as an investor is for you to tell them how to do that. You can manage their money, and but day to day, how can I take advantage of God? There are some people in this market, equity market, that are making money as small. Even when the market is running now, they are dancing, calling me. Why some are already fainting? Because they don't understand it. It is the understanding that you have that help you to create wealth. If you don't understand the market where you're operating, you are just doing guesswork, and you will get your finger burned. That is why the lecture they give them, CIS, is different from the one I give, the one others give. Because me, I'm a retail investor, I know how to trade them. But if you are doing professional, yes, like it's very red. Those are already, they have to trade them. They understand, because they are to go to punch and make money. Take this education, because you are not the one going to invest. It's the public that are going to bring the money for you.
Take it to the public.
Yeah.
That's
there
the
are plans
campaign.
to really continue that. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Well, we've been having quite an interesting conversation. We'll take a break now, and when we return, we check earnings of select companies. Stay with us, don't go anywhere.